Hello everyone. I welcome you all for online video tutorial by Department of Civil Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Myself, Professor Gautam, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. In today's class, I am going to explain about a problem on calculation of warping stresses in cement concrete pavement. Guys, before starting the problem, let us try to understand the meaning of warping stress. Okay, you just assume a cement concrete slab. When there is a temperature difference between top of the pavement and bottom of the pavement, then there is a chances of generation of warping stresses in the cement concrete pavement. What does it mean? See, if I take midday of the summer, top portion of the pavement is having more heat than the bottom pavement, correct? No, that means top surface of the cement concrete slab is having much higher temperature than the lower surface of the cement concrete slab. When this is the case, what happens? Top layer of the cement concrete pavement try to expand and bottom layer of the cement concrete pavement try to contract, right? So this is a case where you can observe in the warping stresses. And also in the other condition, sometimes maybe during the night condition, bottom of the pavement is having the high temperature than the top surface of the pavement, correct? No, when this is the case, bottom surface undergo for expansion and top surface will undergo for contraction. There also there is a chances of generation of warping stresses. Okay, so because of this temperature variations, there is a stress development inside the cement concrete slab. That stress at the edge region, at the corner region, and at the interior region, we need to calculate. So based on that, we are going to solve one problem now. Yeah, so here you can see the problem. Determine the warping stress at interior, edge, and corner regions in a 25 centimeter thick concrete pavement with transverse joint at 11 meter interval and longitudinal joint at 3.6 meter interval. The modulus of subgrade reaction is 6.9 kg per centimeter cube. Assume temperature differential for day condition is to be 0.6 degree centigrade per centimeter slab thickness. Assume radius of loaded area as 15 centimeter for computing warping stress at the corner. Additional data are given below. Okay, he is saying thermal coefficient. Alpha stands for thermal coefficient. The value of thermal coefficient is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. Young's modulus value is 3 into 10 to the power of 5 kg per centimeter square, and Poisson ratio is 0.15. And also other data, whatever they had given in the problem, just write down that data. Thickness of the pavement is saying that 25 centimeter. Then transverse joint, it is having an interval for about 11 meter, that is equal to, in terms of centimeter, that is 1100 centimeter. Then longitudinal joint is at an interval of 3.6 meter, therefore designated as capital L suffix Y. So 3.6 meter, that means 360 centimeter. Modulus of subgrade reaction is 6.9 kg per centimeter cube, sorry. So that's what I had noted. Then temperature differential designated as small t, that is equal to how much? Here see 0.6 degree per centimeter slab, but here what is our total thickness of the our slab? It is equal to 25 centimeter. Therefore temperature differential is how much for considering entire pavement thickness? 25 multiplied by 0.6, that is equal to 15 degree centigrade. Then loaded area radius is 15 centimeter, therefore radius is designated as 15 centimeter. Other data are there, so as I said already. Okay, alpha, E, and mu value, that is thermal coefficient, Young's modulus, and mu value. Once you had written the data, here a standard formulas are there. So in order to find out first one, warping stress at interior region. Okay, so that can be calculated by using the formula E into alpha t divided by 2 into 1 minus mu square into Cx plus mu into Cy. Okay, but in order to calculate Cx and Cy, here you can see the formula Lx divided by L, and Ly divided by L, we need this value. Based on this value, you can calculate what is Cx and Cy. Correct alva? So you need Cx and Cy value. In order to get Cx and Cy value, you need Lx by L and Ly by L. Therefore, this small L can be calculated by using the formula EH cube divided by 12k into 1 minus mu square to the power of 1 by 4. Where we got this formula? This is an Westergaard stress equation. He had given that formula. Okay. So EH cube divided by 12k into 1 minus mu square to the power of 1 by 4. So in the problem, all the data is available. E is 3 into 10 to the power of 5. So thickness of the pavement is 25. Modulus of subgrade reaction is 6.9. And Poisson ratio is 0.15. See, all the data is available. So calculate L. Once L is ready, calculate Lx by L and Ly by L. So Lx by L is how much? Lx is 1100 as given in the problem. So 1100 divided by L value as you calculated in the previous step, that is equal to 87.2. Therefore, Lx by L is how much? 12.61. Once this data is ready, here is a graph, warping stress coefficient graph. I think you can see the graph now clearly. So mark this point Lx by L. So 12.61. 12.61 means here it is 12. 12.6 means somewhere it will come here. From this point, you project a vertical line. It may intersect on the curve somewhere here and project back to y-axis, and it may intersect somewhere here. So note down this value. That is your Cx value. How much it is? 1.03. Similarly, do Ly by L. Ly is given in the problem. How much it is? 360 centimeter. Divided by L, you had found in the previous step, that is equal to 87.2. To calculate that, so Ly by L is how much? 4.13. So locate 4.13 in this graph. So it may intersect somewhere here. So from this point, you just project an vertical line like this to the curve. So it will intersect at certain point on the curve. From that point, again, you project an horizontal line. Again, it will intersect y-axis at certain point. Note down this value. Okay. So how much that value is? 0.55. So it may intersect somewhere at this point. So I had noted that value as 0.55. So once Cx and Cy is available, use the formula E into alpha t divided by 2 into 1 minus mu square into Cx plus mu into Cy in order to calculate sigma t, that is warping stress at interior region. Okay. So I use the same formula. Now all the data is available, correct? E is available, alpha is available, T value also he has given in the problem. So how much it is T value? 15 degree centigrade for 25 centimeter thickness pavement. So you just substitute all the values. So Poisson ratio is also given in the problem, 0.15. Cx and Cy you had found. Cx is 1.03 and Cy is 0.55. So you are ready with all the data. Substitute all the data and check out what is the stress at interior region. Next is warping stress at edge region. Correct? No? Warping stress at edge region. The formula is Cx or Cy E into alpha t divided by 2. Here, out of Cx and Cy, whichever is greater value, that you have to consider. So Cx is 1.03 and Cy is 1.55. Obviously, Cx value is higher. Correct? No? Therefore, consider that C suffix x value here 1.03. E value Young's modulus 3 into 10 to the power of 5. Alpha thermal coefficient 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. And T value the temperature differential, that is 15 degrees Celsius divided by 2. So you are going to calculate what is the stress at edge region. Similarly, calculate what is the warping stress at corner region. It is given by the formula sigma c is equal to E into alpha t divided by 3 into 1 minus mu square root of A divided by L. A stands for Young's modulus 3 into 10 to the power of 5. Alpha thermal coefficient 10 into 10 to the power of 6. T temperature differential 15 divided by 3 into 1 minus mu Poisson ratio. A stands for radius, given in the problem it has 15. And L stands for radius of relative stiffness you had found in the first step. Correct? No? Where you can see 87.2. So I just substituted all the values here and I calculated what is the stress at corner region. I repeat, what is the warping stress at corner region. Okay. And this is how you need to calculate what is the warping stress at interior region, edge region, and corner region. Guys, I hope all of you understood today's problem. We'll meet in the next session with another problem. Thank you, guys.